Is this thing on? Is this thing on? It might be on. I think it's on. I'm pretty sure that it's on. Damn, that's crazy. Holy shit. The live stream is fucking on, yo. Alright, so give me a second. I know those of you that are watching the archive, I understand. You are upset, right? I know. The content hasn't started yet. I understand. I'm right there with you. I'm trying to find a better system here, right? So just skip ahead a few seconds. If you're watching the archive, thank you. But this is the part where it's on, right? The stream is on, but I have to make sure that people are going to watch the stream. So, like, I gotta advertise it. So that's what I'm doing. So, just give me a hot second, and then I will be here. I will be here. That is where I will be. So, just again, give me a second. I know. I'm so sorry. I know I'm still here. And I haven't started the game yet. But this is Path of the Exiles, the series in which, of course, I play Path. What is this? Do I have to talk to this person first? Holy shit. The series in which I play Path of Exile. That's what the series is. And, hey! It's good to be here. It's good to be here. This is the new Heist League, which came out, I think, a week or two ago. And I'm finally playing it. And for a little bit of, continuity and lore, and to bring things a little bit in some sort of circular way, I'm drinking the rest of the White Claws that, I acquired yesterday, so we're gonna see how that goes, but should be fun. For those of you that don't know, I purchased a very specifically sized case in preparation for the debate, and I've got about half of the case left, so why not? Let's just have fun. Let's go to town and play the new Path of Exile League. I don't know how long I'm going to be playing. Might be a couple hours. I'm not sure. So we'll see. I may take breaks. Hopefully this thing is back on. I have to restart the entire fucking intro level. That's great. That's exactly what I wanted to be doing right now. That's precisely key. But yeah, so again, this is just a chill chat, like, you know, stream. I'm just having fun. It appears that nobody, as of this current moment, has decided to enter my live stream. And that's a little embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. That's a little embarrassing. That's actually kind of scary. So, just give me a little bit, give me a few moments here. Eventually someone will come in. They will entertain me. Let me get my back posture out. But yeah, eventually someone will join me here. And if you're watching the archive, hey, oh, it's Bob. Holy shit, I finally have a viewer. Hello, it's Cotton Balls. Salvation. I no longer have to talk to the theoretical archive viewers. Welcome. I'm hungover. What happened last night? Well, I'm drinking right now. I'm drinking the rest of the White Claws that I got yesterday. For preparation for the debate. Those of you that are watching the archive to this stream already know that, because I've said that already, but finally we have viewers. Holy shit. I had to stream for like 4 minutes without viewers. That was rough. That was really bad. I almost felt like I was going to end the stream just to prevent further embarrassment. But either way, hello Ilya Dostafkan. Welcome. Hello Moshmaster D. Hello Dieter. I am playing Path of Exile's new league. This is the Heist League. And, I'm going to enjoy it. The music you are currently listening to, which hopefully isn't too loud, but if it is too loud, I will not reduce it, is Lofty Castle. This is Spyro 1, Spyro the Dragon, Lofty Castle. One of the best songs in Spyro history. It's really good. So we're jamming. I'm drinking a little bit. And I'm just here to have some fun. Hello, Kate Marsh. What is Papaloppin'? Welcome to the broadcast. Yo, my fucking game is laggy, man. What the fuck? Ice shot? Caustic arrow. That's the good stuff right there. Give me that caustic ass arrow. I need the caustic arrow for my progression. The causticest of arrows. But yeah, so pop on some John Zorn Dreamers. I don't want to get copywritten, I'm so sorry. I don't want the writers to copyright me. I'm so sorry. Another caustic arrow, yeah. Did you think it would be any different, Mr. Freak? I hope not. Looks like I'm already an MF and MFer. Got a bunch of that shit. And this is Path of the Exiles, and I am drinking, so I just want this to be understood. I'm down to talk about whatever. Like, this is an open Q&A. Like, if you want to ask me any question whatsoever, I'm down. @Writer may appear on the channel tomorrow. It depends. I'm thinking goddammit would be good for the Above It All follow-up. That crucial segment. My goal for... Oh, I don't have a fucking... I don't have a loot filter enabled. Yo, I'm gonna have to do that. Hold the phone. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna need to get a new loot filter at some point. Maybe I'll do that today? I don't know. Minecraft Story Mode Season 2 speedrun. Is there a Season 2? Is that a thing? Did I play Season 2? I don't know. I don't want to think about that. Ilya Dostevkan? At some point, maybe. I don't know. Like, I can assure you it probably won't happen, but... You never know. I mean, there's a lot of things that sound fun. I'm slowly but surely getting into the groove of streaming more often. I used to be a full-time streamer, like 16 hours a day stuff. And then I took a year off, cut cold turkey, didn't stream a bit. And now I'm here again. So that's kind of the idea. I'm here. Hello, Eric. There are 15.5 million trucks active in the U.S. trucking industry. Now, that's an amazing fact. I don't remember anything about Season 2. I'm going to be honest. But yeah, this is White Claw Hard Seltzer. I don't know how you get 100 calories in seltzer. I don't know how they do that. That's a lot. It has 100 calories somehow. And it's seltzer. And it's got a 5% ABV. I don't know how that's possible, I'm going to be honest, but I'm drinking it anyway. Because I would never waste alcohol. So I just spilled it all over me. But that's... oh god, yeah, I really spilled that all over. But that's not important right now. So now that I've finished one of these, let's crack open the second one. This is tangerine flavor. Please do not stream for 16 hours again. No, that's not going to happen. But I'm talking like, I'm going to stream more. That's my thing. It's like, every morning, and I just want to I want to be clear here. Let me be clear. Above It All is going to be daily. This is not going to be a Monday to Friday thing. Above It All is going to be daily, every single day. I may skip days, like sometimes I just do that, you know, and I'll let people know and stuff, but like, it is not going to just be a Monday through Friday show. I want that to be understood. And I'm going to bring back central planning at some point. I know I didn't do that for a while because I'm dumb. And like, that's free content I can make that people will watch, and they will probably like the content because like it's informative and tells them what I'm doing. Hey Snickle, yeah, I'm going full cringe mode. Well, at least I was yesterday, and now I'm continuing to go full cringe mode. So it's a continuation of what was already established. But yeah, I'm going to bring back Central Planning, which was the show that I kind of like talked about my schedule with. So that will come back at some point. But I'm really going to start streaming more. So it's just like, but you know, it's been a while since I've done this. My last like time being like, in any sense of the term, full-time streamer was in August of 2019. And then I gave up for a year. And then I've been slowly weaning myself back into it. So expect me to like stream more than like 3 hours a day. So Above It All is going to be in the morning. That's going to be my thing that gets me out of bed in the morning. You post so many videos on your channel. Damn fucking right. Big Claw White people. Love him. My favorite people. Many, many people. YT is not showing me your vids. Then you should bookmark my channel page and add that to being part of your morning routine. But yeah, at some point, it's going to be Infrastructure Week here at the Cyberdemon 531 YouTube channel and related stuff. It's going to be Infrastructure Week at some point. So Mr. Freak, I want you to remember that. Because Infrastructure Week, when I do Infrastructure Week, it's going to be funny. And I just came up with that, like, right now. The idea of doing, like, a big update to my website, doing more streams, like, I'm going to call that Infrastructure Week, and it's going to be funny. So be sure to remind me that when I inevitably forget tomorrow. Have I played Hades? I have never heard of Hades. So not only have I not played it, but I have never heard of that. I don't know what that is, so, yeah. But Infrastructure Week will be occurring at some point in the month of October. And again, tomorrow is the 1st of October. And so, I wanted to say I'm going to be streaming a lot more. And part of that is going to coincide with what I call the Spook Fork You Lar. I don't have any moonshine, but that sounds something like I would do. But yeah, the Spook Forkular is going to be happening throughout the month of October. So if you have watched the Spooktacular, or the Spook2Cular, or the Spook3Cular, it's going to be somewhat similar, except it's going to be in like the bringing it back phase. The Spook3Cular was less of a bringing it back phase and more of just like, kind of I'm doing it because I have to kind of a thing. The Spook Forkular, I'm going to bring it back. So starting tomorrow, and I'm just going to say this, I'm going to play Silent Hill tomorrow on PlayStation. And I'm going to play through the whole game in one sitting, and I'm going to watch the cutscenes. So that's what's going to happen tomorrow, October 1st, is Silent Hill, the classic survival horror PlayStation game. What's going to be special about Above It All 1000? Well, Above It All 1000 was supposed to be when I started the live stream podcast version. Well, 1001 was supposed to be that. And then again, like I said, I decided to take 3 days off, and I was going to do that in those 3 days. And then I decided to smoke weed all day and play Minecraft for 3 days straight. So the live stream podcast version started at 980 instead. So it's going to be a while before I get to 1000 if I'm going to change the numerical thing of doing 5 to 10 a day from doing 5 to 10 a day to doing 1 a day. So that's going to change. So what that means is I'll hit 1000 in a couple weeks. And since it's going to be in a couple of weeks, that means I don't need to think about it right now. And that means I have no answer to your question. I'm so sorry to pull that on you, but like, I have no answer to that question. And I'm not going to think of an answer for a couple of weeks. So, that's where my head's at. But tomorrow I'm gonna play Silent Hill. I'm getting drunk today. That debate really took it out of me. Dude, I had so much fun. I had so much fun. Now, I just want to reiterate this now that people are in here. I want to reiterate this. My favorite line... Well, I have two favorite lines tied for my favorite line. One of my favorite lines is when Chris Wallace was, like, asking a question. And then, like, in the question, he was like, so the economy, blah, 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 faster, that, blah, blah. And when he said faster, Trump just butted in and he was like, much faster. And that was it. He just added, like, that editorial flair. That was like, you know what? Yeah, your question is making me look good, but it's not making me look good enough. I was much faster. I wasn't just faster, I was much faster. Believe me. Like, that was just amazing. Rogue's Marker, that's a new item. I thought that was hilarious. I literally cracked the fuck up, and you can watch my debate, like, reaction. Now, you have to, like, watch it, like, with the debate in another window, because I didn't want to get copyright dinged, so I played it safe. So you're going to have to do that if you want to watch my live reactions, but, I played it safe, and, yeah, but yeah, I thought that was fucking funny. What Silent Hill? I'm playing Silent Hill. Dong is messaging me. Like, should I ignore this? Mr. Freak, help me. Dong is messaging me. Yes. That's not yes. Yes. I don't know. What do I say to that? Of course I'm going California again. Like, why wouldn't I? But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to play Silent Hill all the way through. So, God bless. But yeah, the debate was so fun. And the other one was like, I don't know about, but like Joe Biden's doing like an impassioned plea for Donald Trump to be a normal person in regards to like military people. And he like mentioned his dead son. And Trump's response to Biden like crying on the podium, Trump's response was like, I don't know about your dead son. I don't know about them. But your son that's alive, he's a crackhead and I hate him. Like, I thought that was fucking hilarious. Shut the fuck up, Mr. Freak. I've been doing Caustic Arrow every league since 2016. The summer of 2016. What a year. What a moment in my fucking lifetime. I was so fucking depressed. Holy shit. Holy fuck. I don't even want to think about that. I am so sorry. I'm not trying to be rude to Astrodongs. If Astrodongs ever watches this archive, I'm so sorry. But when someone like messages me while I'm streaming, it's awkward. And then like it's in game, so like it's on screen. So like that's weird. Like I have no idea what Astrodongs is talking about. Like, I've got no idea. But, like, instead of just, like, having no idea and that's just what I'm doing, like, I'm doing that, but, like, I'm on stream. And so, like, I feel embarrassed right now. Like, yeah, I have no idea about anything about what game I'm playing. So, like, I'm so sorry. Some CA expert. Well, the game updated. I'm playing the new update. I don't like reading stuff. Hey, Yo Soy Daniel, by the way. Love that username. I just want to throw that out there. But yeah, I mean, I don't like spoiling myself with the new update stuff. I'd rather just go in and see the new stuff integrated in real time. And then Astrodongs is like spoiling it for me. Right? Someone like, I'm like, okay, I'm going into this. Let's see what the update is. Astrodongs is like, oh shit. Oh fuck. I gotta make sure Andrea's like up to snuff on the new update. Interrupt and destroy the live stream. I'm so sorry. Like, what am I supposed to say to that? That's pretty cool. Like, I know I'm super lame. I'm so sorry. But like, I don't have any social skills, and like I'm using up my social skills for this live stream. So like the idea of talking to someone and having like somewhat of an interpersonal relationship while on stream, that's just awkward. And what am I supposed to say to Astrodongs? Like, oh, I'm streaming? That's gonna be weird. I can't say that, right? Like, I can't say that. That's too weird. And I know Astrodongs doesn't even watch my streams anymore. Like, to those of you wondering, this is like an old person that watched my streams a couple years ago that's like friends with people that I'm friends with, and like they don't watch my stream, they don't know I'm streaming right now, so like they're never gonna watch this, but on the off chance that they do, that's even more awkward. Holy shit, man, like I'm fucking things up right now. Here I am 20 minutes into a stream, I'm 1.5 White Claws down, and I'm already having a social crisis. Like, I'm already freaking the fuck out right now. And that's weird. But yeah, how's everyone doing? Hey! It could be controversial, but Silent Hill Downpour is my favorite. I have never played Silent Hill Downpour. I was planning on doing it this year, but I don't have my Xbox 360 set up. Hey, Brian Nettles. So I might set it up. I've never played it, but I do have it. Here's a fun fact. Y'all are gonna love this. You're not gonna love this. This is some lore, though. The Spooktacular and the adjacent, like, Spook 2, 3 fork. Every October I do a gaming marathon that takes place throughout the whole month. I'm so sorry, I'm drinking hard seltzer, so there's a lot of carbon. I'm so sorry, please forgive me. I'm so sorry. But for the Spook 2 Kyolar, what I was going to do was I was going to play all the Silent Hill games, so I bought them all. And then my mom went to the hospital, and my life turned upside down, and I got really depressed, and I stopped streaming for like 3-4 months. And so, like, I bought all the games, planning to play them in the month of October 2018. And then I didn't do that, because, like, my mom went to the hospital, and, like, that was so bad. And there were so many other things that I don't want to talk about from that era. And then, like, last year, the Spook 3 Kyolar, right, I wasn't streaming. Like, I had quit streaming. I was on a hiatus. So I'm like, I'm not going to play through the new Silent Hill games unless I'm streaming. And so now, here we are. Tomorrow is the Spook 4 Kyolar. Spook Fork. Emphasis on fork. Yolar. Spook Fork Yolar. Those are the syllables. And I don't have my Xbox set up. Only for a specific version, Mr. Freak. The cheaper version I do have. I know what game you're talking about. Unless you're talking about like some pachinko machine thing. I don't know, which I don't think you are. But yeah, so I have all of the Silent Hill games, and I've only played 1, 2, 3, 4, and Origins. I've only played those. So I still have Homecoming, Downpour, like Shattered Memories, and I think that's it. I still have those to play, and I have them all. And here's the thing. I don't know where my Xbox 360 cables are. Because when I moved last year, I don't, like, play those games. So it's like, okay. But I'll have to look for them. If I find them, I might play Downpour and Homecoming. But if I don't find them, and let's be honest, like, I'm going to be completely 100 with you, I probably won't even look for them. Like, I'm just being dead honest with you right now. But if I don't find them, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something else. And so, like, the Silent Hill Marathon maybe have been delayed from 2018 to 2021 because I can't do it in any other month that's not October. So that's where I'm at right now. I hope you're really enjoying this broadcast. I noticed I'm losing viewers. Like, I noticed that's... Like, I had 12 viewers at a certain point, and now I've got 8. So I noticed that I'm doing very poorly as far as viewer retention goes. But I hope that this is an enjoyable broadcast. I don't know. I really don't know. And I'm just kind of like... I'm at the point where, like, I'm buzzed. Whatever buzzed means, not to be confused with Buzz Lightyear, who is my friend. But I'm, like, kind of buzzed at the moment. So, like, I'm just, like, chilling. I'm vibing. I'm just having a good time. And that's what I'm doing with my life. And so I know that... Oh, wow. My stream displayed 5 viewers. I have lost more than 50% of my viewership. This is really bad. This is really, really bad. And like my level of like being able to deliver dry satire, I don't think that's connecting with an audience, really. I really don't think my ability to, like, I accidentally unhooked my necklace because I like playing with it sometimes and I'm nervous. And I unhooked it, and that's weird. And like, I'm gonna like rehook it, except I can't do that because I'm a little drunk. So like, this is gonna be like a really awkward period of time to like watch. But yeah. I don't know what's happening. I'm so sorry. I know this is like the most awkward thing you've ever seen. But I really enjoy, and this is like something I've been consciously growing. Hey freak! People don't like watching Path of Exile as it has been demonstrated on your channel for 2+ years. First of all, shut up. Second of all, it's not just about Path of Exile, it's about me. It's about, like, you can come in here, I'm not, the game might as well not even be on. Right? Like, this game I'm playing on autopilot, right? So, like, it's not even really about the game. But, and then also 3, fuck you. And then 4, fuck you again. And then 5, when I'm done fucking you, and then fucking you again, I'm gonna fuck you a 3rd time. So, that's where we're at right now. But yeah, I try to be like, I don't know, my thing over the last couple of years that I've been really developing is my very dry, satirical sarcasm. And that's what I'm doing right now. And that's like, I've kind of integrated that into speaking. So whenever I speak in this really unfunny, but trying really hard to be funny way. And everyone I know tells me it's annoying, but I'm not going to stop because that's just who I am. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Like, I'm just throwing that out there. Like, I know that this is awkward, but just so you know, I know it's awkward. And the consciousness of the awkwardity kind of makes it all better, I think. Oh god. I'm so sorry, this broadcast is awful. Like, I know, I've looked at the analytics, right? I know. Archive viewer. I'm talking to the archive viewer. Whenever I do these live streams now, I get like 5 people that will watch the archives all the way through. Now I get a bunch of people that will watch like bits and pieces and skim around, and like, that's weird. What are you skimming for? Like, why would you click on a video and then like skim? Like, that's weird, right? Like, what are you looking for? Are you trying to find something? That's creepy. But I know there's like people that will watch the full archives. And that's also weird. Like, you're at a point in your life where you're depressed enough to put this on. There's so much better that you could be watching. And you're watching this. And that to me is alarming. So I just if you're an archive viewer, I'm sorry. Like, I'm here for you. Like, if you want to send me a message, just so you know, I'm here for you. Like, if you need to talk or whatever, if you're that lonely that you're going to watch the bottom of the barrel dumpster sledge, just so you know, I know that you're there. I know that you're watching this right now. Just so you know, I'm here for you. Please reach out. Hey, Boom. Are you my new friend? I've never seen you before. Hey, Boom. Are the infections part of the act? Yes. The infections? Whatever those are, that's part of the act. Hey Edwin, I was streaming Auto Modelista. Jesus, that sounds gross. Capcom versus Snick 2 and Killer 7 yesterday while I was really drunk. I had so much fun. Awesome, I'm happy for you. What is happen? I don't see anyone saying anything bad. Nothing is happening, Caesar. I'm just filling dead air with a stream of consciousness that's unfunny and annoying to listen to. Yeah, I'm an uptalker. So what? I still don't even know what uptalking is. Like, I get so many people mentioning that to me, and I don't know what that means. Like, I'm just a very inquisitive person. I like presenting things as questions frequently because it gets people thinking. And I think people misconstrue that for up-talking. And again, I don't know what up-talking is. But I do like speaking in an inquisitive That's like a really hard series of syllables. In an inquisitive. That's really difficult. I just posted a message about points in special sports in your free speech on your Discord. I am Daniel. There's already another Daniel here. Boom. So, like, are you the Daniel that I already know, named Yo Soy Daniel? Or are you someone else? Like, is this the first time you've been on this broadcast? You were one White Claw away from a stream of unconsciousness. I don't think so. I only had, like, 2, because, like, there were no breaks in the debate. And I thought there was going to be at least 1, I'm going to be honest. And I was preparing for that. Hey, Bodan. I watch your videos in archive while working or cooking. What's wrong with that? That way I can watch it from the beginning. No, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just being funny. I'm doing like a really bad comedy routine. There is literally nothing wrong with that. And I understand that, like, especially for someone who doesn't know English as instinctively as I do, that it might sound like I'm genuinely saying these things. But no, I'm doing a really bad and unfunny comedy routine. And that's the kind of the way I speak in general. And anyone in my family can tell you that. I'm really annoying. I'm just like a really bad person. But I'm not like a bad person in the sense that, like, I output things that are morally terrible. Like, I'm not like a bad person in like that I'm a serial killer. But I'm a bad person in that, like, I try to be good and then I fail. And there's no other word for that except for bad. So, like, I think I'm just a bad person. Like, I'm not terrible. Like, I'm not evil, right? But I'm just bad. Like, I'm just like, I'm really run-of-the-mill, milquetoast, unfunny, and annoying to listen to. And I'm conscious of that. I'm aware. I know those things. I'm aware of those. Someone else. Yes, this is your first time. Well, boom. I would love to let you know that you are welcome here. You're my new friend. It's official. You are, in fact, my new friend. Hello, Will D. You are my new friend. Boom. So, if you have any questions, are you new here? Is this like... This may be the first stream you've watched, but is this like the first video you've watched? Somehow I doubt that, right? Like, you probably watched another video and was like, holy shit, this bitch is a fucking moron. Let me go harass them on a live stream, and now you're here right now. Go read my comments of the debate streams and discussions. I mean, if you can repost them, that would be nice, because I'm kind of playing a game right now. I'm not, it's the converse. Why are we talking about brands of shoes in a time like this? What am I not? First of all, I don't know what I'm not. You have to reiterate these things, because, like, when you, like, there's a delay, right? So when I say something, you listen to it like 30 seconds later, and by the time you say, I'm not, I don't know what I'm not. Am I not funny? Like, is that what you're saying? Because I would agree with you. Am I not unbearable? Because I would disagree with you. What are you saying right now? I don't know what you're saying. I'm so sorry. I don't wear Vans, but I do wear Converse. But I also don't care about shoe brands. I just wear Converse because it was recommended to me several years ago. And I don't buy shoes because I'm not a freak. So I just have shoes, and that's it. I'm good. My feet aren't growing. Like, are my feet getting bigger? No, if anything, they're getting smaller. Right? So it's like, okay, I don't need to buy new shoes. I'm good. This music is Spyro. I am listening to Lofty Castle on repeat, which is the best song in the game. No, I like to watch Doom Eternal runs. Holy shit. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Everyone buckle up. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I like to watch Doom Eternal runs. That's weird. So while I was browsing for something new, I found a bunch of Cyber Demos runs on Speed Demos Archive. First of all, I've never used Speed Demos Archive, so that's weird, because I've never used Speed Demos Archive. Now, are you talking about cyber demos, like Doom demos, that are done in a cyber way? Or did you misspell cyber demons runs? Because that's me. That's my online username. Because you definitely did not, like, if Speed Demos Archive is hosting my runs, that's a bad thing. Unless you're talking about, like, the Doom Speed Demos Archive. Because that is a different thing that exists. No, you're funny. You're not unfunny. I wouldn't watch it if I didn't enjoy it. I get your humor. Thank you, Yo Soy Daniel. I appreciate that. Basically, I don't think Biden was boring or Trump did well. It's not about who's the funniest during debates. It's about who's telling right things. I disagree. I agree with you on what it should be. Now, it should be about who's saying the correct things. I agree with that. But it's not. Bodan? But the society tends to select the most funny man. Exactly. Exactly. That's my point. So when I judge things, I don't judge things on how they look to me. I am judging the things on how they are to the general person. So you may misunderstand my comments in that fashion. Biden did not land anything. Oh, I got a unique on fucking Act 1. That's cool. Biden didn't say anything that was, like, particularly funny. Or particularly, like, damn, he got owned. And in an era of sound bites, where we live in an era of sound bites, Biden did not do well. He did not do good, and he did poorly, I think. But Biden was the favorite going into this election. So, Biden doesn't need to do well. Biden needs to... The whole debate was signaling to specific bases. Biden signaled to his base that Trump is crazy. Perfect. He did a perfect job. To the people that would potentially vote for Biden, Biden did a good job. But he's not going to win over Trump voters. And that's the thing about this election, is this election is not a persuasion election at all. And Trump's job is to depress and to suppress Democratic voters. And I think he did a decent job. I think when he was saying a bunch of stuff like, you lost the radical left, they're gone. The radical left is gone. You just said you don't like the Green New Deal, they're gone. They hate you. The Bernie Socialist Party, they hate you, they're gone. I thought that did land with a specific sect of people. Do I think Trump gained ground? No, I don't. But yes, I think we're in agreement, Bodan. Yes, Doom Speed Demo Archives. I just forgot the N in Cyberdemon, and of course, it is you. And of course, it is you. I love the commas in that statement. I'm a very observational person. I know this, right? I know that's weird. But like the comments there, or the commas. And comma, of course, comma, it is you. Like, I just think that's such a profound statement. And, of course, it is you. Like, that is me. That's literally my online username. I made it when I was 12. Right? So it's like, that is me. But, like, is it me? I don't know. It could be me. I don't know. I'm not sure, so. Smuggler's Cash. That's cool. I have to agree, and you're being very objective about your analysis. I appreciate that. Am I becoming a doomer? Well, my favorite game is Doom. So yes, I think I'm becoming a doomer. But as far as like I'm openly a doomer. I think the world is going to end. Does that mean I'm going to like behave in a different way? No, I don't. But as far as thinking the world is going to end, I fully do think the world is going to end. At least in all the ways that we're still dealing with Corona and stuff, like in America at least. There is going to be no return to normal. So like that's like the world as we knew it in 2019, that's gone. That's gone. And that's kind of what I'm talking about. So do I think that everyone is going to die? No. But I think some of us are going to die. And I think a big amount of people are going to die. A big amount. Many, many people. I started playing Doom when I was 14. I started playing Doom when I was like 3 years old. So I'm kind of a loser. Or a winner, depending on your persuasion. Hello, Brooke? You started a lucid dreaming adventure. 16 days sober from weed. My dreams are fucking crazy. Dude, I'm so happy for you. I have been smoking and ingesting marijuana every day for approximately 10 days now. And I've noticed that with my dream abilities, I'm still getting dreams every night. So even with marijuana, I'm still getting dreams. Now, they're not as vivid, they're not as detailed for sure. But they're still there, and they're still very interesting. So that's kind of what I'm going through right now. But I'm super happy for you. No, Lilith Matthew, I still think that. I still think that every person is sacred and every person is special. And that if we all act in a positive way, that we can accomplish anything. I still think that. Now, my analysis here is that I don't think enough people are going to do that in order to make any sort of substantive change. But I still think that. I think anyone that's listening to this right now, like these words that are coming out of my mouth, right? I think y'all should focus on yourself and be as good of a person as you possibly can. That's what I'm doing. Now maybe I'm not doing a great job. That's possible, but I'm trying at least. I really do want to project positivity. I don't think that the world is positive. I don't know. I don't think those are necessarily conflicting. Yes, Lilith Matthew. If you're going to practice lucid dreaming stuff, you definitely want to be sober, for sure. Or at least from weed. Am I still vegan? I was never vegan. Vegetarian? Yes, I'm still a vegetarian. That's never going to change. I will never eat meat again. As far as being vegan, I mean, most of my meals are vegan. I would say most of them. But I still eat eggs and dairy products. So, my main reasons for being vegetarian are health related. I'm a huge fan of health. And so, the jump from carnivore, whatever, carnivorous diets to vegetarianism, that's a huge jump in health. The jump from vegetarianism to veganism is very horizontal. Because I'm not lactose intolerant or anything like that, right? Going from vegetarian to veganism health-wise is a somewhat horizontal jump. Now, again, on the moral and ethical way, would I like to consume vegan? Yes, absolutely. But I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. Not at this current moment. And I sympathize, and a lot of my friends are vegan. So, I'm totally right there with you. But there are a few products that utilize things like whey protein that I enjoy. And I don't think at this point is going to change anytime soon. So that's my position on veganism versus vegetarianism. 80%. I mean, I guess I'm 80%. I don't know. Really, it just comes down to whey protein and eggs. Those are really the only animal products I eat is whey protein and eggs. And cheese. I have cheese sometimes too. I have vegan friends. In the same way that I'm not going to go there, but yeah, I have vegan friends. I still have yet to mentally separate veganism from vegetarianism. That's a shame, because I think vegetarianism, again, eating meat is extremely unhealthy for you. And again, my whole thing is looking from a health outlook, is the reason why I went vegetarian. And eating meat literally kills you. Every time you eat meat, you are dying on the inside. Whereas, eating cheese isn't really doing that same thing. Are there healthier sources of protein and fats? Yes, absolutely. Than cheese. But eating cheese isn't going to do, necessarily, it's not going... I'm so sorry, I'm drinking hard seltzer right now. Look at me, I'm hard, I'm drinking hard seltzer. So I'm a little burpy. But eating cheese isn't going to, that's not... Again, the jump, health-wise, is quite horizontal. I did not miss much, I don't think, Bodan. If you want to say something as far as what you think I missed, that's fine. That's completely okay, but I don't think I missed much. Yes, this is alcoholic. I'm drinking alcoholic alcohol. Because I bought a whole case of White Claw yesterday and only ended up drinking about half of the case. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to drink the other half. It's not, pork is maybe one of the unhealthiest of meats, but beef is much more unhealthy. I don't know, like, eating meat is unhealthy. I really don't know. There's no ifs, ands, or buts there. It's just, it is unhealthy to eat meat. Yo, I hate these resurrectors. I don't eat fish either. I don't know of the health implications on fish, but I never ate fish to begin with. Like, I've had fish maybe like 3 times in my entire life. Unlike meat that I've probably had thousands of times in my life, right? So, I don't like fish. So, I've not really... I know fish is healthier than meat. But, I mean, I don't eat fish anyway, so, like, I don't care about that. I understand that, Brooke. I am fully aware that they torture animals to get me cheese. I know that. And, that is something that I live with every day. But at least I say no to Dololo. You didn't notice Biden's, it is what it is because you are who you are. I find it neat. I noticed that. The, where, Trump was talking about the coronavirus death toll and Biden was like, but Trump said it is what it is. And you know, like, yeah, no, I thought that was totally good. I mean, that's not going to, like, that's not going to switch a fucking Proud Boy. Like, a Proud Boy isn't going to hear that and go like, you know what, damn right. Biden had a good point. I guess he changed my mind. Like, that's not, like, that's my thing, is that's not happening. I've had tuna maybe, honestly, no, I've never had tuna because it smells like garbage. I've had fish sticks as a kid. I had salmon one time. And I had shrimp one time. And that's my fish experience. I don't like fish that much. Like, the shrimp was okay, but the other 2 times, it was literally disgusting. And, like, the smell of fish is disgusting. Like, it literally makes me want to throw up. It is awful. I hate the smell of fish. I love cabbage. Cabbage is great. Fish and chips, yes indeed. But yeah, Boom. You said you like Doom, right? And you like Doom speedruns. That's cool. So do I. I'm going to be streaming a lot more Doom in the coming weeks. So I'm throwing that out there for you. Just giving you some stuff. Who are the Proud Boys? Are they like the Tudushkas in Russia and Ukraine? I don't know who those are. Proud Boys are a gang, and I use the term gang in a literal sense with all of the baggage that term has. Proud Boys are a gang started by a disaffected and failed comedian named Gavin McInnes. and I have seen him in person, and he is not funny, let me tell you. And so his like whole thing was, we need to start a gang of people that support Donald Trump and are proud to be men, and that's where the term Proud Boys comes from, is like they embrace toxic masculinity and like wear it on their sleeve, literally. And so Gavin McInnes kind of started the group to be like kind of an explicit hate group. Like they've got like a charter of or a manifesto or whatever, like a group thing that they abide by. And one of the rules is that you cannot masturbate. That is one of the rules. To be a Proud Boy, you cannot masturbate. And in order to be a high-ranking Proud Boy, you need to beat the shit out of leftists or Antifa. That is literally part of their like rule book, and you can look this up. Gavin McInnes said this on the Joe Rogan podcast a couple years ago. And so Gavin McInnes stepped down as leader of the Proud Boys at some point, but he is still with the group, but not the leader. Like, it's just kind of one of those things where he did it for PR. And the Proud Boys, what they do is they make these events that they know Antifa will show up at, and they will basically beat the shit out of Antifa, but like do it in a way that gets the cops involved, and then run away and let the cops beat the shit out of Antifa. And that's what gives Antifa a lot of bad press, because Proud Boys are also infiltrating the news. And you have people like Andy No, for example, that are very in-depth in there, and they get on Fox, and then once you're on Fox, you're on this, you're on that, right? And that's kind of the way that goes. So they're kind of like just like they're not really a militia, so to speak, but they're kind of like just a group of dude bros that are really dumb and decide to project their stupidity onto others in a very violent fashion. And I have been to events with Proud Boys, like physically. Like, this isn't like an analysis I'm making of watching internet videos. I've literally met Proud Boys. I have spoken to Proud Boys in the flesh, in real life. And I have seen them in real life, in the flesh, etc., do things. So that's kind of my... LOL, toxic masculinity. WTF is that? Is there toxic femininity? Yes, there is. Dude, we got a fucking Trumper in the chat. Holy shit. I'm still withering. Rioters and looters! I came into the chat room to tell you about the thing you've never heard before. And that is the rioters and looters. Rioters and looters burning down police stations. Rioters and looters. Reminder, more people in the United States of America agreed with burning down a police station than support either presidential candidate. Like, Biden has a hard time cracking 50%. And that's kind of like a hostage situation to begin with. Whereas, burning down Minneapolis' 3rd precinct, I think that was like, what, 59% on the evening of? So, just throwing that out there. Rioters and looters! There's black people running through the streets, setting everything on fire! Rioters and looters! I don't know if y'all heard about this one, but there's rioters and then there's also looters, and they're everywhere. The rioters and looters are all over America, destroying our way of life. Rioters and looters. So stupid, holy shit. Like, legit, y'all are dumb as fuck. Like, holy fucking hell, that is stupid shit. The rioters and looters. Ain't nothing worse than rioters and looters. Let me just tell you. Like, but this person is in the chat room and they, like, think that, like, they're cracking the code. It's like, oh, shit. This person is talking about Antifa. Yeah, I'm just going to say riots and looting in the chat room, and I'm going to think that that's an argument. And I'm just going to say it. Rioters and looters. We've been watching Rioters and Looters for 6 months live on air. Yeah, Rioters and Looters. That's your argument. Rioters and looters! It's the rioters, and then also it's the looters. And then when the rioters stop rioting, then the looters come and start looting. And then when the looters loot everything, they loot some more. And then the rioters come back, and they riot, and they loot, and they're rioting and looting. The rioters and looters, they're all over the country. Burning down every city in America. The rioters and looters. Like, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, think about this. Think about what you're saying. It's embarrassing. It's really bad. Good luck defending rioting. I will defend rioting. Rioting is good. In the words of Martin Luther King Jr., riots are the language of the unheard. Riots are as anti-capitalist as anti-capitalism gets. And I'm just saying this, I fully 100% endorse rioting. Feel free to take that clip and do what you please. No, I'm saying there have been riots, and riots are good. That's what I'm saying. I endorse rioting, straight up. But what I'm saying, though, is when you say rioters and looters over and over again, for Trump voters, for people that are on Trump's side already, that's good stuff, right? But you're coming into a stream, an anti-fascist stream, right? Look at my flag. I'm citing it as evidence. Everyone in this stream, for the most part, like maybe social democrat at the rightest of wings, but most people here are anti-capitalist. So it's like, when you come into this live stream and you say rioters and looters, that's doing literally nothing. Like, that you are accomplishing nothing. Like, if your goal is to do unpaid labor for the Trump campaign, like, if that's your goal, you are not doing well in this chat room right now. If your goal is to understand what anti-fascists think, then I suggest listening more, because you're very clearly off the mark here. But I'm willing to help you. Out of curiosity, after burning down the cities, what's your plan? Well, I personally have never burned down any city. And I honestly don't think the plan is to burn down cities. I think the plan is to burn down, like, supermarkets, an emphasis on super, like Walmart. The plan is to burn down police stations. But burning down entire cities, I don't think that that's happening. I don't know. Maybe you have proof of the opposite, but I haven't seen any rioters or looters burn down cities. I've seen them burn down Targets, Wendy's. I've seen them burn down a couple of police stations, but I haven't seen anyone burn down entire cities. So I'm curious as to where you're getting that formulation. Because, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest. And I'm relatively tuned in here, so. Purge the capitalists and put the state under the control of a communist party. I'm not so sure about that one. I would prefer that to what we have now, but I'm not so sure about that. I would prefer to not have a state. But you're on the right wavelength, Boom. For your first live stream here, this is good stuff. I appreciate you. Targets are literally asking for it. Like, have you looked at their name lately? They are literally asking for it. As far as I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Minneapolis has not been burned down. I'm pretty sure people still live in Minneapolis. Like, I'm pretty sure the whole city hasn't been burned down. If so, like, St. Paul might have a lot of refugees on their hands, and maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there's like a refugee crisis in St. Paul. But to my understanding, Minneapolis is still there. And they're still working and doing what they're doing. So I don't know what you're talking about. 98%. Again, no, I don't think so. Like, if you want to have a serious conversation, hilarity Brebo, right? Which it seems like you're trying to maybe look like you're having, but you're just kind of a dullard, so you don't know what you're doing, and that's fine. But, like, if you want to be real, the real percentage would probably be, like, maybe, like, 5% of the city, and that's, like, stretching it, that has been burned down. And you have to really understand this, percentages are bigger than you think. Like, 5% of a city means, like, dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of establishments. Because if you go down a single street in a random block in the United States of America, you're seeing literally, like, 40 places. Like stores, like apartment buildings, houses. Like, you're seeing, like, a lot. So if 5% of Minneapolis was burned down, which I think is totally possible, that it was, like, around 5%, that would amount to probably a few hundred businesses. And we can discuss the efficacy of each individual business and setting fire to each individual business or location. And I'm down to discuss that. But if you're going to say 98% of the city is burned down, that's just not true. Because if that were true, St. Paul, which is the other city in the Twin Cities, would have a refugee crisis. Because, to my understanding, and let me look this up real quick. I'm going to look this up. What's the population of Minneapolis? Minneapolis. Hello, hello, hello? Is this thing back on? Is this thing back on? My stream froze. I'm so sorry. Okay, so the population of Minneapolis is 425,000 people that live in Minneapolis. Now, what's the population of St. Paul? Okay. So the total population of the Twin Cities is about 3 million people live in between the Twin Cities of St. Paul and Minneapolis. So if 98% of Minneapolis was burned down, that would mean there would be about 400,000, maybe closer to 500,000 refugees. Because if the city is being burned down, chances are that includes homes. And if there's 500,000 refugees in this country, that sounds like a big problem. And it's weird that that hasn't been all over the media. That's weird. Like, if there's 500,000 refugees in the center of America, it's weird that I haven't seen this before. So maybe Hillary Brebo, maybe you're breaking news. Maybe it's possible that you're coming to this live stream and you're literally breaking news. Like, you're bringing me information I've never seen before. And that's totally possible, right? But I'm very skeptical of that. Very, very skeptical. I love how he talks about really important topics like Medicaid and taxes, all while playing video games. Yeah, we gotta do something about those labor laws. Who are you talking about? Are you talking about, like, Joe Biden or something? What? Because I wish Joe Biden played video games. That would be really cool. I got class in 15 minutes. Heading out. GL on your Poe. Thank you very much. Fake news was live with the city on fire behind them. The fake news. 98% of the city burned down. That's why you're not seeing anything about it. Because the fake news was there on the scene. They were there. They reported the city being burned down. Yet, no one knows that the city was burned down. 98%. Believe me. There were many, many people. They were displaced. They were running, fleeing for their lives. Believe me, there was a tremendous amount of people. Many, many people. The whole city was burned down. So many, many people. Yeah, it's because my connection is bad. I'm so sorry, bro. I have the video. I have video of the whole city of Minneapolis being burned to the ground.
So many people losing their lives, losing their homes. Many, many people. I have people telling me that the city is being burned down. The rioters, the looters are burning down my homes. So many people. The fake news media were there, looking at the homes being destroyed, saying, oh wow, how peaceful this protest is. Many, many people. Destroyed the whole city. Antifa's doing it. The rioters, the looters are destroying. 98% of the city has been burned to the ground. I encourage the rioting, yes. I know the clip you're talking about with CNN saying that there was a peaceful protest while in front of the burning Minneapolis precinct. That's the video you're talking about. I know your fake news little NPC script, right? That's not 98% of the city being burned down. And I don't recall anyone being hurt at that protest, because I watched it live. Like, CNN was discussing it after it had already been burned down. I was watching live streams from when the first fire was set. So, like, I know more about what you're trying to say you know more than me about. I know more about anything that you're talking about than you. And to my understanding, no one was hurt at that. Now, people may have been hurt in other instances throughout the riots in Minnesota. But when the police station was burned down, nobody was injured. Like, maybe someone got scraped a little bit when they were jumping out of the police station. That's totally possible. But to my understanding, nobody was injured in any fashion that needed anything more than a simple bandage. Maybe some Neosporin. Hello, Christy Lynn. Creeper. I am playing Path of Exile and not Minecraft. But maybe I'll stream Minecraft in the future. Many people did lose their businesses. That's a fact. Many people. I have so many people, great people, tremendous people, telling me their business was burned to the ground. I mean, okay. I'm not disputing that, so we're on the same page. People died in general throughout the entirety of the thing, but as far as the Minneapolis 3rd Precinct is concerned, I'm pretty sure nobody died. So maybe you have other news. That's totally possible, but I'm pretty sure that no one else died. But maybe I could be wrong. I totally could be wrong. So real quick, I just want to say, real quick, I'm going to take a break in this broadcast pretty soon. Probably in about 5 minutes, I'm going to stop the stream and I'm going to make a new stream because I need to go pee. I'm going to get myself some more White Claws, and I'm going to bring it back. So the stream will be back up in about 5, maybe 10 minutes. Because you know what? One of the big things I learned when I was doing full-time streaming is that breaks are important. So I need to go downstairs. I'm going to pee. I'll be back. Let's just say I'll be back at around 5 o'clock. It's 4:48 right now. So whatever, like, do the math there. I'll be back at around 5 o'clock. So I'm just throwing this out there. I'm just giving you that information. We're going to switch streams. So many streams. There were many, many streams. Tremendous streams. Believe me. Lenin dissolved the workers' councils. Trotsky was against it, but then he jumped on his train. I don't know much about Russian history, to be honest with you. And I know this might offend a certain amount of people. I know this is going to offend a certain amount of people, but I also don't care. Like, I know there's a lot of, like, useful stuff that I could pick up from Lenin and stuff, but, like, not a huge person in the caring environment there, I'm going to be honest. But yeah, like, I'm not trying to discredit you if you do care. If you do care, that's great. Feel free to give me some information. But, like, I really, like, as far as, like, my reading list is concerned, reading about Lenin or Trotsky is very low on my list. I'm sorry about that, but maybe I'm a bad anarchist, but that's just the way I see it. Thoughts on the innocent lives stamped out by police brutality? Was that okay? No, actually, I'm going to be a little controversial here. Whenever police kill people, it's bad. There's not a single exception. Now, the level of care that I will output is different for sure. If police kill like a neo-Nazi, like I won't really care that much, but it's still bad. The state should not execute any person or persons. Nobody should be killed by the government. Democrat-controlled cities. These cities are controlled by Democrats. The far left, radical Democrats. They vote them in and then they riot. The far left radical Democrat cities are being overrun by these violent anarchists, the rioters and looters. It's almost like the rioters and looters don't like either party. I know that's impossible for you to understand, Hilarity Brebo. I know that that's like a difficult concept, is disliking both parties. I know that's super difficult because you've been taught your whole life that you have to simp for one or both parties, and I know it's difficult to deal with. But there are people that don't like either party. Like, that's like a thing. So, like, I'm throwing that out there. Food for thought. Okay, so I'm going to go pee real quick. Thank you for watching part 1 of this live stream. I will be back in about 5 minutes. And I will be drunker in 5 minutes. So, many people. They lost their businesses. They put their whole family, their lives, and their savings into those businesses, and then they lost them. The violent anarchists, the rioters, the looters, they need to be condemned. Most major cities are blue, my friend. There's a lot of PDs who serve those Democrats you despise. Yeah, this whole thing, it's like, yeah, any area that has more people is going to be more democratic. And I say that with a lowercase d. Can I drink on YouTube? Well, I'm doing it right now, so I guess you can. I will be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Thank you for watching part 1 of this live stream. I have to pee. And I know I would rather stay here, but like there's these biological functions, and maybe you need to pee too. And I know that the presidential debate didn't give us a pee break, and I resent that because I needed to pee from like 30 minutes to the end. And I resent that they didn't give me a pee break. So I'm just throwing that out there that like I'm giving you a pee break. Go do what you need to do. I will be back in 5 minutes. Thank you.